14 people were killed and several more are in the hospital after a deadly terror attack. How people are remembering the lives lost.
And we speak to multiple survivors of this tragedy, their stories as they begin recovering from this attack.
And the building that collapsed on Magazine earlier this week taken down today. How businesses are reacting to the demolition. WDSU News at 5 starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WDSU News at 5.
Never forget. Never. 3:15 in the morning, my family checked on me. It could have been me.
And let's get to some breaking news. Relatives of the victims are at the scene right now.
That's right. Cassie Sherm was there as those relatives basically made their way to what essentially is for them ground zero. Let's check in live with Cassie. What's the scene right now?
Yeah, guys, we're here right outside that memorial that's been growing all evening, and this is the family here seeing that memorial for the very first time. We just spoke to one of the sisters of those victims that passed away. They've been laying down stuff in front of there. The amount of emotion here is just unfathomable. This is, they said, one of the worst days, one of the worst past couple days of their lives, and this is something that is going to change them forever. And they said for the worst. They cannot imagine that anything like this would happen, that a loved one would come here to want to just enjoy and see what New Orleans has to offer, and then have something like this happen to them. I mean, just devastating. So state police have been escorting some of those family members down Bourbon Street so they can see the scene for the first time. Some of these family members have not been here since that even accident. They had been outside where all the tape was put out, but they have not actually been in here. And so they have gathered together to show support, but also to say some words to their loved one, leave some candles. There's two pictures on the ground that they're moving right now of that victim that they were related to, and this is just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to watch. Definitely not something that anyone wants to ever have to go through. And they had mentioned that they were so happy to be here in New Orleans, and then to have something like this happen has just been, it's been devastating. And so they've asked for people to just let them grieve and let them feel these feelings. And they're thanking everyone for the love and support that they've felt during this time frame, but just a lot of emotions. In fact, some of the family members even didn't make it to this point. They turned that corner where this accident happened, and then all of a sudden had to turn around because they just couldn't make it through. And so it's just, the unfathomable has happened here on Bourbon Street, and people are just not, some people are just not okay. People are not okay right now, and I think that's like the message from everyone is we're going to have to all come together as one, but we need to keep moving forward. And you guys can see now that those family members are moving out, and we're going to give them the space that they need. So I'm going to have Neil turn towards me as they continue this grieving process. But I mean, guys, the words that came from this family was the unthinkable has happened and their lives have been destroyed. And it's just, this isn't okay, and it's just really sad. So I'm going to send it back to you guys. We're going to give them some space and just let people feel. Reporting here from Bourbon and Canal Street, I'm Cassie Sherm. Back to you.
Cassie, that appeared to be the family of Hugo Gautreaux, who was from the West Bank. That was his sister. She had posted a moving tribute to him on social media, now making her way out, placing pictures of him in front of that growing memorial. A tough time as people continue to try and heal and move forward. We're learning new information or getting a new perspective on the attack.
Yeah, you saw raw emotion right there. We have a new piece of video. Let's go live to Jasmine Franklin. She is live on Bourbon Street with new video of how everything unfolded just 2 days ago.